It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see T. Higgins. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Falcons and the Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 95 yards, and a score. Richardson looking to throw.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion left, Flowers. Again, it's Richardson. That one deep for London. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And Watson has it right side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Fights through him. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and it's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Here's Richardson to throw. Crossing route complete to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now a 2nd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And London, the motion man right. Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, Penix. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Here's Penix. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Richardson. Throws right back to London, complete again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
In motion left, Flowers. Now Richardson. And caught by London. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Richardson looking to throw this. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd down and 3. And London, the motion man right. Richardson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Throw caught by Flowers. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. An option handoff given to Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Richardson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Penix. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26. Officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Richardson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And that'll make it third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On 2nd and 9, Richardson finds his tight end Ingram. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. He targets Ingram for another grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Richardson working from the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Falcons offense and T. Higgins ready for this next possession. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Quick throw there is incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man is Higgins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake. Now Penix drops this off with Nwangu. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Looking to throw, Penix. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. And looking to throw, Penix. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Price. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now it's Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Najee Harris. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on
Higgins goes in motion right. Here's Penix. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
14 yards. That's good. For a Falcons first down.
On the give is Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Richardson off the play fake. Open man right side is Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now Richardson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They run the option on second down. And shedding a man at the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
To the air, Penix. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Penix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over.
Touchdown! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll throw with Penix. Able to find Higgins. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Penix. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Penix working out of the gun here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Tajay Spears, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 30. The Falcons offense. Getting set for this next possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Falcons.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brian Burns able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A play fake. Now Penix. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Penix to the air once more. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And looking to throw, Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Watson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Price. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Richardson got London on a slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now Harris. And he's got it down to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Richardson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Penix. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Here Richardson yet again. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Richardson working from the gun. Escaping the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Richardson A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw with Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Penix. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's got some space here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. To the air, Penix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Penix. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And looking to throw, Penix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 31, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now Richardson back to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Penix working out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. And looking to throw, Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again, Penix. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
That's another Falcons.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They are going for it. Penix. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. But only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this out past the 25.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good. 4 up Falcons.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This offense, they gave